I am on right now. Hell yeah. Guys, I heard it is fixed. So, yeah. I hope you all had a great weekend so far and a great week, of course, and everything's great, just as the Foxnyr Division 5 run so far, that is also going pretty great, one might say so. We are on a winning spree right now, and today we have 2 games, and of course, we hope the trend continues. And yeah, you never know though. You never know. Somebody could have an off day. Somebody could make an upset, and a contender for it would be Yoga Botlane. Yeah, you heard that right. Our today's opponent team. I did say it right. It is Yoga Botlane indeed. Honestly, kudos to the to the whoever came up with that name. That is how it feels to play botlane sometimes. I guess chilling down there and exercising. But yeah, of course, it is, I would say, the strongest opponent so far in the roster, next to Malphite Mosh Pit. You see the good names; they just don't stop. It just doesn't stop coming. Of course, the best creativity is also the team with the best League of Legends skills. You gotta pick Bard, you gotta get creative. Who knows how it is? Yeah, Yoga Botlane, they are 5-1 so far. Of course, you might ask, hey, why is Foxnyr only 4-0? They are playing game day number 3 and number 4 today. And funnily enough, they are starting with game day number 4, again, against Yoga Botlane. And it should be the harder game by far, because the next game, where I will also be joined by the wonderful Crincy, by the way, will be against Purple Emperor Lizards. They are also a 3-1 so far, so of course, not a lineup to laugh at. Looks like all the tough opponents are coming first for Foxnyr in their Division 5.35. Yeah, exactly. That's the group if you want to have a look at it yourself. And fittingly, we are going into Champ Select, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the squad has prepared to keep up the winning spree. Not going to be an easy task, I can tell you that much. You always have to be fully focused in every single game. The first few bans are on bot lane so far. Yeah, you might say, hey, wait a second, Mr. Olisrem. Ziggs is a mid lane. No, shut. He's not. He's a bot laner. Change my mind. To me, he's a bot laner, okay? maybe it was a mid lane ban as well. Who knows? Because Orianna is the follow-up ban. And still, those are kind of flexy picks so far. So it should lessen the possible options. And as you can hear in my voice as well, I'm really curious to see the first pick of the two-day series. It is going to be a Rock-on Hover. Of course, just hovering doesn't mean too much, but picking it is a statement. And now you kind of force not only one answer, but kind of 2 answers. Because, hey, yeah, Rock-on is a support. You can counterpick support, but it also leaves up the Xayah pick. If you don't pick Xayah, you have a wonderful option to pick it yourself. And actually, the Zek is going to be a really, really early pick. And I was looking towards an ADC as well, maybe, to not just leave it open. AKA Nautilus is going to be support for sure, 99% sure, and Zek is going to be jungle, 99% sure. Yeah, they could also go into the solo lane, but that's not something we are seeing a lot right now. Hello, Alpaca Ciatris. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. How are you doing? I hope you're having just a great day, as we are. And talking about great things, Xayah, as I kinda, was looking forward to it. There is the Xayah pick. And of course, I don't really know what to say. It's an absolute standard thing you can do. The problem is, Xayah or Rock-On, they also work as a standalone pick. So picking it away, of course, is a power move, but still it's not like you automatically win the draft because of it. Of course, if that would be the case, you wouldn't first pick Rock-On in the first place. Yeah, Zaya works wonderfully with other engaged supports, and Rock-On works just fine himself, but of course, you would prefer to have it the way that we are having it right now on Foxnyr's side. It is Rock-On, Zaya, the powerhouse, as we all know and love it. And on the other side, of course, it's not a draft to laugh at, because Ari is going to be the R3 pick for Yoga Botlane. Again, shoutouts to the name. What are we seeing right now? Of course, it is ban phase number 2. We can see top laners getting banned away. Gnar, Aatrox, and Ornn. So the top lane pool is a little bit tightened up here. And random Ashe. I mean, is it random? No, Ashe would be a really great follow-up as well with all the engage tools that Yoga Botlane already has. So I 100% support that ban there. Now, it is about rounding up your draft, finding some tools that are just as good as your strong first picks, second picks, third picks. We are seeing a looks into the Ahri, very, very likely. Could also be, if somebody of you knows SifHD, could be counter Bruiserlock top lane, but yeah, that's more or less just a meme at this point. Teemo, also kind of a meme. I really don't think that he will be picked. I'm open for surprises, but blind pick Teemo is not the thing that you would expect in a setting like this. No, of course, it is going to be a Prada bag itself, Renekton, the crocodile, French cosplayer, by the way. Yes, as you realize, I'm just full of jokes today. I'm compensating, for watching the Attack on Titan finale. Write something in chat if you watched it as well. Hehe. You know how it is. We will have a lot of time, and with a lot of time, I mean 4 to 5 minutes to talk in detail about the draft now. So, of course, again, in theory, it could still be, I don't know, Zac top lane, Jax jungle or stuff like that, but it's not going to happen. It's like a 0.01% chance to see something like this. It is going to be Jax picked into Renekton on top lane. It is going to be Zac first picked, and then on the other side, Lilia picked into the Zac. In the mid lane, it was Ahri picked first on R3, so that pick stays exactly where it is right now, and looks as an answer for Inspire on blue 4. And then on the bot lane, we will have Zaya on Stifler, we will have Under Nexus on Rock-On, playing against Yoga's bot lane, Zeri and Nautilus. And I personally think that is the most interesting part right here, right now. Lilia is where we have to start the talk, okay? Lilia is a powerhouse of a clear machine. Even faster than Zac. I always think it's a bit criminal how strong Zac is and how underrated he is right now. That is because he has a lot of straight counterplay. If you can think of anything, Trash Flay, for example, is a really great one. Or in the jungle itself, some classics like Sejuani, Gragas, even Vi if she gets to charge her Vault Breaker. There are a lot of answers to just jump into Zac's slingshot. Of course, also Poppy. And as you realize, I'm mentioning a lot of picks, like a ton of picks. But Foxnyr decided against any of those classic counters for Zac. What does it mean? It means either Under Nexus is crazy confident that he will always be able to just charm Zac out of thin air. That is an interaction that can work. I personally think it can be a bit tricky though, because Under Nexus on Rock-On is also your main engage. So he kind of has to choose what he wants to do, like what direction he wants to go. What does it mean overall? Again, to take a step back. Cerberus, yeah, I'm out of the void today. You can see stuff happening. Was actually just a setup thing with the stream last time, where I. Okay, got a little info from production here, and of course I also want to give huge shout-outs to Mr. Bao, you know, the guy keeping all the tech running and also keeping the production running today. So, you know, always great to just focus on a commentary alone and commentary itself instead of having to also do other stuff in the background. So that is something I really appreciate. And talking about appreciating things, though, let's have a look at the range itself, because I think that is where the great strength from Foxnyr is coming from. Xayah, super safe from engage, so even if Ahri could basically land a charm that leaves no counterplay, if Zac finds any good slingshot that leaves no counterplay, Xayah always has the panic R button, always ready to just Featherstorm herself out of action. And then what is left? Lilia with her bowling ball, Lux with her absurd range that Ahri cannot really match. Ahri has to go in to make sure to land, you know, to fish. And yet, Foxnyr also has great tools for fishing, you know, even though Jax is on Yoga's side today. Haha, again. Yeah, I can make many stupid jokes today, you see. But again, talking about fishing, Lilia with her bowling ball. What is that thing even called? I think it's called whirling seed or something. You know, it has some weird name. We're just gonna stick by Cerberus bowling ball. You know how it is. We can fish. You know, we can try to find Zeri. We can try to find anyone. You know, and with those words, oh yeah, swirling seed. Indeed. I want to go live with those worlds. Hi Marv, by the way, glad to have you here. It is amazing to go into today's first game. It is going to be, again, Foxnyr against Yoga's Botlane. I still don't know how you get this amazing name, but I'm not even judging, you know. It is Swirl Seed even. Oh, that's great. That's amazing. Of course, I got Marv as color caster here without him even without him being in the stream. That's great. Yeah. Let's take a step back, guys. We are 4-0 so far, and we are playing against Yoga Botlane. They are 5-1, so they have dropped a single game, but of course they are looking like really strong opponents. And we wanna know, can we be a match for the opposition today? Again, I talk a lot. Marv, it is the Div 5 team, indeed. And the Div 4 team will be on the esports, like Foxnyr esports channel today. So yeah. Glad to get that out of the way. As can we talk about the strat where you just get some free gold? Okay, Marv, since you're in the chat, does this matter? I feel like it's a funny Easter egg and stuff, but you know, why is this allowed? You just get some free gold sometimes, right? It's just crazy. I don't know. New Jack's broken, not because of anything, just because he gets like 5 free gold or something at the start of the game. Could also use it for some cheesy threats, maybe, you know? Just all flash over the wall there and then just make... Wait, you can get 10 gold? I don't know. That's just funny. That's just a weird interaction. Who knows? Maybe that's the pink ward that saves the game. And talking about saving the game, it was a Suranim Elephant that picked the Jax into Renekton. And of course, that also means he has a kind of free laning phase. I know most people would look at this matchup and just think, oh yeah, talking about looking at things, yeah, we have some action over there with Lux. She wants to spot the Zac. And that's really important against Zach, by the way. You always need to know and make sure where is this guy and where will he go. You need to be pretty sure, you know, about Zach's position, else his ganks can be really, really devastating. Yeah, Marv, it's basically all the graphics, you know, if you look at the overlay and stuff, it is, you know, it is this turquoise blue, you know. So that means we are looking at the Division 5 team. If it's yellow, we are looking at the finest Division 4 team. That's how it is. You know, it's pretty good stuff. Yeah. Looking again at the jungle matchup, you can already see the hotspot on bot lane, you know. And yeah, the counterplay, I love it. Zach has to jump away, and Lolita is kinda low right now. Okay guys, what is happening here? We are taking the blue buff and not much more is happening. So this was a really, really good example on how to play against a Zach, you know? Making sure, where is the Zach player? You know, we saw this done by Inspire in the mid lane. Yeah, and we also see a little gank here, and making sure Cerberus is keeping up the pressure. I really, really love the gameplay so far from Foxnyr. Even though, again, I'm a bit taken by surprise that they haven't picked a really classic standard Zach counter. They are playing it perfectly. So yeah, for the second game, if the Zach is not going to find much success, maybe that's something that you want to, you know, not pick again. Who knows? Oh, really great hook though here on botlane by Lillor. This means there will be some damage found on the bot lane here. But Lillor himself also took a lot of damage. Is rocking the Aftershock though, while Under Nexus is running the Guardian, and more aggression even. It's still 0-0, guys. This means this could be first blood here potentially on bot lane. Lillor trying to flash away, and there it is. First blood for Stifler. It is 1-1 here, and this is just an action-packed game so far. Bot lane diff wants to be seen, wants to be heard. While I personally thought it would be more action on top lane, but no. So far, the French Crocodile and the... I don't know, is Jax even a Wuchu descendant? I think so, right? Is he, or is he just like the same human thingy as Master E, you know, with the multiple eyes? Oh well, who knows, of course. Jet can lecture me about the lore, about the stuff. He's a Central, of course. He's from Star Wars then, you know? One of those such things. What else do you need in life? What else do you need? Just be a sent person. And yeah, we see ultimates pulled on top lane by Brook. The Fury of the Sand. No, wait, Dominos. That's the wrong one. Wrong Elder Ancient Shroomer being. Sorry, guys. It's not Nasus. It's Renekton. Oh my god. And also the Dragon. That's just... I don't know. That's just funny to me. Lanita is right there and ready to contest, but no, either you don't know it or you do not have the support to really go for it. And talking about it, Under Nexus on the way to help with the Dragon. It takes quite some time. I mean, Mountain Dragon also super tanky. But I still think this is one of the better dragons to get early game. I personally love Ocean Dragon. And that's just not just because I'm a VR player, but this is also because it just helps with early laning. Yeah, as you can see in the chat, guys, Finest will be playing in just about half an hour. So, of course, make sure to have your favorite stream open, or maybe even both streams open. And Brook should also try to have a backboard open. This is so good if he gets the backboard through. Nope. He will not take the backboard here. Who knows? No Dominos available right now. Flash is there to maybe see the crazy outplay. Zach charging up the slingshot. He tries to flash away. Goes and he gets the kill! Brook! What a beast! Wow, that was a really good play. trading 1-for-1 while Lonita uses precious jungle time to gank this top lane. Instead of just clearing, that is really, really good. And this also means our Lilia has an advantage in CS now, because it... Yeah, okay, I'm trying to count here, but you know, counting is too hard for me. I'm just here to scream around. Now, but Lilia has more camps available right now, and this means on Botlane we're seeing a bit of action here, you know, who can find more damage onto the enemy HP bar. That is very often the question that we are revolving around in this game called League of Legends. And of course, the next question is also, what are the junglers doing? I would have thought Cerberus would want to just full clear, but he knows better than me. He knows Lonita is in the bot side jungle, and this means you are free to take Herald. This also means Brook is going for a Dominus just to shove out, to get some more pressure in, to make it more safe for Cerberus to take the objective. I like the gameplay here. Really, really well executed. Just as the charm in the mid lane, it hit, but it did not lead to anything so far. Yeah. Of course, it is still a really close game, but I like what we are seeing so far from Foxnyr. But again, it is still a 50-50. Yes, we got the first dragon, which is a mountain dragon. That is really cool. Nothing to, you know, really be distressed about here. But it's just the first dragon. Also, the non-soul dragons got nerfed, and this might as well be a catch. But man, Undernexus, smooth movement here. Now Lonita is dropping kind of low. Finales Funkeln. There's also the Lilting Lullaby. Can we find a kill? Ari with Spirit Rush, of course, going to get out easily. Lillor being on the edge of living here. And Lonita, even passive, not going to help. Clean kill for Foxnyr. We love to see it. Okay, I said it is a 50-50 so far, but with this play, honestly, we see Rift Herald in Cerberus' pocket. We see also plating advantage now for Foxnyr and the first dragon, and maybe the second one as well, because right now Foxnyr looks really, really strong and really dominant in those skirmishes. And I'm really glad that Zac, Lonita on Zac, is not a problem right now. Botlane is about the backport timer at this point. 1 minute, exactly 1 minute even, for the dragon. Both top laners have TP up. On bot lane, you want to cancel those backports, and maybe you can try to find a kill. But we should have a quick look at the gold right now to see if somebody can find a really good backport right here, right now. And yeah, as you can see, Stifler with a really, really good gold lead against Flying Octopus. Maybe with a backport, we will see what does he have in his inventory? That is the question now. He spent his gold. Lilia still wants to spend the gold. You know, 1.5k, and even Renekton on 1k. So those two players maybe want to go back. And on Stifler, it was not enough quite yet to get a full item, but it was enough to get Berserk boots. It was enough to also get the bow. You know, it looks like a pretty strong set of items overall. And now the minute has passed. It is about the dragon. Lilia, Cerberus already starting it, already going for it. And now it's also about zoning out the opposition. Undernexus doing a great job. They kinda have to stop the objective though. In mid lane we can see an engaged Spirit Rush getting used by Cloud, but I don't think he will find anything here. The action is coming though. Teleports are also getting used here. That means everybody will join, and it looks pretty close, but we can find some first kills here, and we can find some revenge kills as well. Really well played by Brook here. I love the TP. I love the position that he set himself in. What a play. And I don't despise what Yoga Botlane has done here. They could have decided to just let this dragon go. They said, okay guys, we need to fight this, but they paid with their lives, with the dragon, with more plates. It is a really, really dire situation for them to be in. If I had to, I don't know, guess the chances, I would honestly say it's about 70% for Foxnyr right now. Because have a look at the mid lane gameplay as well here. Inspire not having anything up, but Cerberus trying to help here, and Inspire, he is dropping low, but he's not dropping dead just yet. Lanita finding the swing shot, and of course nothing to interrupt this. Would you look at Cerberus here, trying to find something more together with his Rakan, with his support, and a lot of damage here. Everybody dropping low here. Cloud going back to spawn. Can you find another kill? Lonita just holding on a tiny bit more, but finally going down, dropping to the ground. And even though we found a kill on Yoga's side, it was instantly reversed with 2 kills by our Foxnyr squad, and it just looks really, really strong. Now on Botlane, Flying Octopus, he knows I have to do something here. He almost dies as well though. And yeah, under Nexus, he might be on the hunt. Oh no. Oh man, Cerberus bonk, finds the kill here with the bowling ball. That is just a dominant performance here. And even though it is not a big difference in kills, we have to look at the plates, we have to look at the dragons, we have to look at the items, of course, as well. Meanwhile, on top lane, yeah, Brook, he might not be able to find much in the 1v1. Oh, here mid lane, we see Lindor dropping super low here, trying his best to not die, but then Cloud will die. Jace's Hexgate getting used to, you know, get back to lane in a timely manner. And yes, I wanted to say, even though you cannot find the kills on top lane, it is still a super, super tough matchup right now. Suriname Elephant. Does this mean Suriname, by the way? Is this from Shurim? I don't know what this exactly means, but we can see Renekton taking another turret, and now it is a 7k gold lead. That's just, as Moxie portrays it, it is just it is just Foxnyr kind of styling on Yoga right now. And there we have some more objectives for the taking here for Foxnyr. But of course the most important thing are the turrets at this point. It is a 3-0 turret advantage. And of course the gold from the platings, you will not get them back. Maybe from shutdowns, you know how it is nowadays in Comeback City indeed. And I think you also all remember the patch when okay, never mind, what is happening here? Are we getting the vision we need? Are we getting ready to get the next few turrets maybe? Yeah, of course nothing happening quite yet, but it is preparation for the next turret. That's what we are waiting for. If you just get all the objectives, great, but I think Foxnyr has such a huge lead. It is pretty easy to just get some more kills and then find some more turrets. That would be the line of thinking right now. And also what we are aiming at with the current lane assignment, I think. Brook on a bot lane, and on top lane there could be a possibility to find something here, but with teleports it's just not going to really happen here. We have 2 members from Foxnyr and they are so strong, finding the kill here. Ari also joining up, and we will finally see somebody from Foxnyr die. Ari almost dropping dead as well, and Brook, he has nothing left, so he cannot really go for too much here. But man, Brook puts up a fight, will finally go down, and the shutdown is found. But look at it. It's not too bad. You can crack open mid lane, and this means it is totally worth to, yeah, even give up the shutdown. Of course, it always hurts. You never want to give up the shutdown. It's always annoying. It's not something that you look at and think, yeah, that's fine. But honestly, can you really be mad if you found the mid lane inhib open at 18 minutes? Now the dragon will spawn, and this is an important one to get. It is soul point, and it is also some good stats, you know. Nobody says no to some extra things here that you could get, and dragon goes down here into our hands, and opposing team, yeah, Yoga, they are just getting destroyed here. They have to get out of there, and of course Zack's passive again not doing anything at this point, and even Ari just dying. The entire top side from Yoga bot lane is dead right now, waiting to respawn in the gray screen. And of course this means a lot of time is left over right now to just push in some turrets, to just go back into base, you know the drill. And Foxnyr again, I can just emphasize how solid they look. If they keep this up, this should easily be a top tier performance in their group. And as I said it, if they just go 4-0 today, or even like 3-1 or something like that, they are almost guaranteed to go into playoffs. Of course, they also have to win against the, you know, quote-unquote weaker teams. It is still really early in the season, so the teams that are like 3-1 right now, maybe they just played against the really weak teams, you know, maybe they are not the strongest teams yet. But honestly, it looks like Foxnyr, they are well equipped and strong enough to just beat the opposition here, beat the entire group. Right now, it looks like a commanding lead, and of course they also just have to finish it, you know. And there we also see something that I have to, yeah, I don't know, critique a little bit. I think Cloud is missing a lot of damage, and itemization doesn't really help. Of course, you're probably really used to your itemization. Talking about stuff. Going down on top lane, Cloud has to go back into base. Lanita also dropping super low here. Tide is rumbling though. Lux Laser will find so much damage here. And that means no more goo in the hands of Yoga bot lane. And this also means a beautiful knockoff there. Under Nexus knows how to make this first pick Rakan really work. We wanted a little bit too much maybe on the Crocodile side, but can you blame him? He is hungry for blood, and while Brook died, it is 4 kills for Foxnyr, and of course, with 4 kills, you can't really be too mad. This means we will very likely see this Baron Nashor. We will very likely see this game finished in just a few quick minutes. I don't see a world where Foxnyr is, yeah, I don't know, losing this game anytime soon, or like not even winning this game in a really, really timely manner. Making some backports, looking at big item spikes here. Looking at big item differences. And this just means it's going to be harder and harder for Yoga bot lane at this point. Oh man, oh man. I'm always for rooting for the underdog, you know me. But honestly guys, this game kinda is already over. One last try to find a good fight here, but the laser, no, not even the laser, will find the kill. It's just too much damage, too much items. The wallet is slapped all across the face from Yoga here. teleport also getting used here. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go. Not even your own base will be a safe place right now. So this is pretty much it. Nothing to do to stop Foxnyr with this commanding lead. And to me, the scary thing is, this is not even like a big draft diff or anything. This is just a Foxnyr diff at this point. Of course, you have to go in, but you're not finding a single kill. And on your own side, everybody dies. No survivors here except for Cloud. And yeah, Cloud only lives to tell the tale how they lost the first game. Again, commanding victory by Foxnyr. They looked absolutely fantastic. Nothing to, like, no big mistakes there. No major mistakes, just clean play and just better macro overall, better individual performance overall. This was a joy to look at. But yeah, on the other side, Yoga, they were slowly but surely bleeding out, and there was not a lot that they could do to really counteract this entire squad. I'm trying to pin it down to like one specific thing, but those were just a lot of small little mistakes, and you couldn't do anything really to just stop this Foxnyr squad. They were looking so hot today. And man, of course, we are going to a quick be right back screen. So guys, grab some popcorn if you are ready to see another game like this, or who knows, maybe we also have some Yoga fans here saying, no guys, Yoga got this, they are coming back. There's only one way to find out, to stay in the stream and watch the next game as well. So see you in a second.
I like it when the bass go.
Guys, we are back with another game. The players didn't really need too long of a break, so of course we still have draft, we still have some time to, grab the popcorn that we talked about. Maybe that's something you want to do. Who knows? But either way, we are almost at the ready. The lobby is almost full basically, and we can jump into the draft in a second. I have to write something real quick, and then we can jump into the game. Okay. Perfect. We are in draft right now. I hope you guys are ready to see if... Yeah, the Yoga guys, I'm kind of rooting for them a little bit right now because, man, they got smashed. There's just no other way to put it. You know? That's just how the first game went. And again, I don't really know if there is anything you can even adjust in draft. Because again, draft itself was not the problem. Yeah, Zach didn't really do anything. So, you know, even though you didn't have a clear counter for it, Zach didn't do anything. Yeah, okay, you don't pick that again. Also, I like Yoga's approach to just say, okay, we're gonna swap sides. We're gonna be blue side, so there will be some mix-up. We can first pick Rockon, maybe. Honestly, I don't really know if that is going to be enough. Caitlyn getting banned, that's the last ban. We see Jinx, Orianna, and Ziggs banned from Yoga. And on Foxnyr's side, it is going to be Yon, it is going to be Syndra, and it is going to be Caitlyn that we see banned at this point. And now it is indeed a pick that we picked away. Or like that we've gotten picked away. That's the phrase I have to use here. Because yeah, Yoga is blue side, of course. And on red side, the answer to the Lilia is just going with Rakan Xayah. Again, it worked. Never change a running system is what we say here. You know, the absolute classic of a thing. If you just won the game, why not do the same thing again? And Yoga, they are the ones to bring it back somehow, to find something against this Xayah Rakan on Botlane, for example. Because again, just on every lane, or every single lane, even in jungle, like everywhere, Foxnyr just outperformed. And now the question is, what direction do we go? I like Yoga's draft here already with their thought, okay, we can go Kog'Maw. And of course the opposition wants to go Tabi in this case. And we also have Lilia in the jungle with an AP jungler. This means against Lilia, you kinda want some magic resist, so yeah, and there we see a Rengar, by the way, holy moly. This could go both sides. Rengar reminds me a little bit of a pick like Mastery or something. Rengar in competitive settings, something I haven't seen in a while. Honestly. It makes me think maybe it is top lane Rengar. Who knows? Could be an option depending on the matchup. I'm also thinking about it because of the Jax ban. Yeah, of course, you want the Suriname Elephant on something else. You just want to not have this comfort pick with him. Maybe you just first pick Renekton, and then, of course, in that case, it would be Rengar in the jungle, and it would be Renekton in the top lane. It's also just what I think should happen. And there's also the Lux Respect ban to not just let Foxnyr have the same comfort draft with the same comfort picks again. But yeah, there's the Renekton, as I was just anticipating. Not even Jax can be picked now against it, and not even Ornn for the counter scaling, because those are both banned. And as we already said, Gnar also banned, just like the last draft. I mean, in theory, you could put Lilia into Renekton, but I'm not really seeing it. Instead, Flying Octopus is hovering the Poppy, is picking the Poppy, and it will very likely be the Poppy on top lane. It goes in the theme of their draft right now. A lot of peel, a lot of tanky disengage, you know, with Braum, with Poppy. You have really, really strong tools. And then there's the chase as well. That's a a little bit off theme for me. But who am I to judge? If it is just a comfort pick, you can always go for it. No problem in that. And yeah, the Shaco and Teemo hovers. Come on, guys. This is never going to be a Shaco. I thought the same about Rengar, though. So who even knows at this point? Shaco still hovered. And last second, it will be the Shyvana. Or Shyvana, however you want to pronounce it. And this is an interesting one. So, Shyvana in the mid lane against Jace? Is this a target counter pick or something? Because, I mean, I have to be honest here. I have never seen Shyvana mid lane, I think. Like, ever. Of course in top lane, of course in jungle. But mid lane is a really specific pick. And of course, if you can play something top lane, you can also play it mid lane. That's just kind of the rule. But most bruisers, they really like the longer top lane. They really like the invisibility from the bushes. So in mid lane, I mean, you know, you probably know that, but hey, if you don't know it yet, why are mages played in mid lane most of the time? Because the lane is short. Because you cannot be surprised by melee champions. Or like, you know, in top lane, how you often see it. If you face Vayne or some other ranged champion like that, you really have to use the bushes to get in there. The enemy cannot auto-attack you, he cannot click on you, he knows you're in there, but he still cannot use any spells, you know. And in mid lane, this doesn't work. So what does it mean? It means the champion with range is usually at a pretty big advantage. Now the thing is, Shyvana, it could be, I mean, first of all, it should be Doran's shield plus tank runes, you know, second wind. Just making sure you have a lot of sustain. That works always great against any range character. Question is, why does the Shyvana get picked here? Honestly, it's just a really wild pick to me. And what kind of Shyvana will it be? Will it be magic, but like DPS melee Shyvana, bruiser Shyvana? Will it be magic one-shot super squishy Shyvana, you know, like basically a walking fireball throwing machine Shyvana? Or will it even be a kind of bruiser-ish Shyvana? That's the big question. Of course, with Shyvana being in the state that she is in right now, I would expect a full AP Shyvana. That's just from the matchup. Of course, still going with the Doran's options early and stuff like that. But, of course, also taking into consideration that they really lack AP damage, it almost has to be this full AP Shyvana. It leaves them open to maybe get slapped by the Lilting Lullaby from Lanita this time, by the way. Don't forget, it was a Lilia swap from our jungler to Yoga's jungler. So don't forget, we had a side selection swap there. We have Rengar in our team now. And yeah, we also have Shyvana mid lane. I am just really curious, and I'm hyped to see this thing go down. It is only a few more seconds. Bot lane is also something to talk about. Kog'Maw, Braum, really normal bot lane, but just as standard as Syrakan. And of course, Syrakan, they are stronger on 1 and 2 items. Braum, really good if you want to engage into him, though. He's good at negating damage. So maybe he also brings the CC that they need to fight against the big thing we haven't talked about yet, the Rengar. Rengar, I can tell you a little story about Rengar, okay? I remember some games I saw this character. He was just doing so much work, getting so fat, but then once the team fight starts and he cannot find the angles, it is going to be really tough. You all know how it goes, and you all know from solo queue, oh no, Rengar, solo queue beast and stuff. Yeah, sure. But you can CC him. And on Yoga's side, we have Suriname Elephant. We have even stuff like Braum with his passive. They have the tools to shut down Rengar. Just in theory, but in the actual game, you have to make sure that you are using your abilities just the way that you need them. So guys, we are finally arriving in the second game. It is another 2-0 angle, just like for the last 2 match days. So welcome to Summoner's Rift and welcome to the chances to go 6-0 and be the leader of the Division 5.35 group. And are you smelling this? This is some cheese that we are witnessing here. But of course, yeah. Nobody getting caught. We are on a level where it doesn't matter just yet. If you are going for something like this and you are cautious, you will not get caught. So props to Yoga for reacting in a really, really good manner. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Cerberus might be in a bit of trouble here, realizing, oh no, I have to get out of here. We'll just safely flash away to not be caught. But you still kinda have to go in here. You kinda have to fight for those raptors. And your own cheese brought this upon you. But here, guys, Lanita super low, Cerberus super low, Brook super low. There is a huge knock-up, and it's just the outnumber situation. It is so well played, and it's first blood for Cerberus here. Rengar finding the early game stack already, and will there be more blood to be shed? Lanita so low, but it could be, yeah, the 1-1. And this is just a tough one. What is happening in this early game, guys? What is happening in this early game? Cloud looking so strong here with his Jace. Maybe he will have a bit of a hard time until he resets, but why not reset really soon as you have the item that you want? So yeah, this early game is in the favor of Yoga bot lane, but of course it's not by a lot, and the early game, it's kind of whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are the better team or anything. It can just happen. Cerberus not really respecting Lanito and his team's rotation here. But yeah, not a problem, I say. The funny thing is, even though one team is clearly ahead in kills, gold-wise, it is the same, as you can see. And yeah, I am really, really hyped to see Inspire Shyvana in the mid lane, by the way. I hope the directed cam finds its way to the mid lane a lot of times, because that's just a really interesting counter pick. Something I haven't seen in a long, long while, or maybe never, ever. Now, of course, in the jungle, we see Rengar maybe going for something. It shall be the Scuttle first, but Cloud TP'd into mid lane and got himself the Lethality Dagger, aka Serrated Dirk. And that, of course, is a really, really strong power spike here. Inspire still has the teleport left, though. That's the thing, right? Inspire playing a little bit with fire right now, but we cannot blame him. He knows his limits. Looked really good so far. And Cerberus helping his mid lane. Driving away Cloud. So yeah, Inspire, no need to backport. Use the potion as well. And Cloud doesn't really have too much mana left. Now the big question, of course, Cerberus is looking for something in the blue side jungle here. Not really finding a lot. That means he knows Lanita just did a clean full clear. And now Lanita should be heading top side. That's just the info that we as spectators have, but also that's the info that Cerberus as the jungler has. That means he's a bit behind in jungle clear. Means he can just clear his own camp now to be just even again. Lanita waiting for the respawn. That will be there in just a second. Gromp has to respawn in very, very soon. So yeah, even though the early game was super explosive, not much happening right now. Both teams, they want to hit level 6. They also kind of want to hit their first component items. And that is when they want to go ham in this game. That is when they can really shine. Until then, it is a bit of farming. It is a bit of Bing chilling, as we all know and love. I still think both teams really profit from it to get to the mid game really quick. But talking about scaling, if top lane, we see some trading. But yeah, if Foxnyr cannot find quick kills onto Flying Octopus, and honestly, it should be quite hard to get past Lil Lor's Brom and Lanita's Sleep, you know. And of course also Serenum Elephant's Poppy. So, oh yeah, okay, that is also really good. It's something I almost missed here, but Cerberus, the objective awareness of this guy is just insane. Even though he plays Rengar and plays a pick that is known for snowballing and trying to get kills early game, he still got the Dragon. And again, this is a really, really solid early game Drake, or just like standalone Drake in general. Having more attack speed and having some more ability haste is just something that will smoothen your League of Legends experience. So why not take it? And why also not get closer to the soul and making sure that this is a win con for the Foxnyr squad. Meanwhile, on bot lane, we can also see Lilia, aka Lanita, paying with a bit of life. But it doesn't really matter at this point of the game. Oh man, it's just so interesting how Foxnyr are always finding small leads, and again they are 2 kills ahead in kills just by their normal gameplay. Just from, you know, not even a kill perspective or anything, but just from a perspective of last hitting, wave manipulation, everything like that. And also talking about it, oh my lord, at top lane, they are dropping kinda low, but I don't really think we will see a kill sooner or later on top lane. Shouldn't really ever happen in this matchup, because Poppy has her shield with the buckler, she has her steadfast presence, her W, to just make sure that Brook on the Crocodile cannot jump in. And this means nobody should die on top lane, but hey, what do I know, right? Because right now, Brook is looking scary. He looked really scary last game in a counter matchup, and even in this game, he also might just find some kills. Who knows? We will see what time brings. I know though, we are going to find the next objective quite soon. AKA Herald is going to drop in a second, or maybe you will pay for it because you try to face check it. There is the kill that we are finding, and who knows? Can we find another one? 1-for-1 trade right here. Double kill even. And this could also end real ugly here. Rengar with the beautiful bush gameplay. This guy is not playing Rengar for the first time, that's for sure. That's maybe something that teams have to keep in mind and have to ban the next few games, because this is illegal. How can this Rengar be on 3 kills already, have the objective advantage? That's just not something that's supposed to happen. And on bot lane, Undernext was solo, but it is going to be just okay. Flying Octopus, flying back to base at this point. Man, again, Foxnyr, they never left the pebble. They are looking so strong. And mid lane, that's just the last thing that we need. Don't ask me how it works, but Inspire makes it work, looking real good against Cloud's Jace here. That's just the tech that we have to keep in mind. Shyvana mid lane against Cloud's Jace is something that looks to work. And on top lane, we can make out Cerberus, and of course so can Suriname Elephant. He sees the kitty cat on top lane. The objective of Herald is still up and still ready to be taken though. Lanita not in a position to really contest this at all. Just the way it is, that means this Herald is going to fall into Cerberus' hands. Dragon spawning really soon though. Lilting Lullaby, this could be the moment that Yoga needs. It looks good so far. The backup is there. Will be coming out on top of this fight. It is still going on and the war is raging on, but even though Cloud died, it is a huge shutdown for Lanita there. This is the hope that we need to see for Yoga to just stay in the game and for Foxnyr to not just completely take over. Teleport coming in from the Dragon on bot lane, and that means Stifler will punish Lanita's greed, and there is another kill from Inspire. The Dragon making stuff work. What a strong performance here from Foxnyr again. It looked a little bit wonky, just like a teeny tiny a little bit. But yeah, with the teleport and with a small mistake from Lanita, Foxnyr is just making things happen. Hi Lockhart, by the way. Hope you're having a great day and are ready to see Foxnyr go 2-0 again for the third time this season so far. Because yeah, Yoga bot lane, they are looking strong, don't get me wrong, but they are kinda getting styled on right now. There is a dragon, and of course the fight starting instantly, some ults getting used here, but it is to more avail. Somebody has to die here, and it's no one from Foxnyr. Of course, under Nexus, paying with his life, and oh, beautiful shock blast, never mind here. Cloud finding something in the form of a kill, and even though they are all low, yeah, we can see, we don't wanna let this go. Oh my god, it's Fire finding one, but then paying with his own life. Goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, is what we have to say right now. Again though, the Dragon, it is a 2-0 Dragon lead right now for Foxnyr, and that's what it is about. And the camp plans, they bloom. This means it is a strong Dragon on this map for both teams, kinda. If we have a look at the items right now, we can see that basically everybody just has his mythic, except for Sad Suriname Elephant. Yeah, no mythic just yet, or like no full item just yet. On top lane, we can of course also have a little gold reminder what that lead looks like. Yeet, we say on top lane, Suriname Elephant with the hammer time, not wanting turret to be taken here by the objective named Herald. And on top lane, there are some more health bars showing up. The turret is going to drop though, and this means Cerberus has the first turret. He is in the thrill of the hunt right now, and he wants to find something. Jumping in, not really finding anything right now, but of course his team got his back, and Foxnyr will support their kitty cat in the jungle, meaning Cerberus on 5 kills already. Can you believe it? How dominant is this looking? And there's the AP one-shot machine called Foxnyr Inspire with a really strong item build as well. On bot lane there's a 2v2 raging on. The Glacial Fissure will not really do anything here. There is another member showing up on bot lane though. Will it be the deciding factor? We cannot be too sure yet, and Lanita is also not too sure. Should I try to go bot lane? Should I just clear my jungle for some 100% safe gold? It is of course always a tough decision. And it is, of course, also a game, a history that kinda repeats itself. It is a 5k gold lead for Foxnyr. And they are using really special picks, but it looks solid so far. It looks really, really strong with the Rengar jungle, with the Shyvana mid lane. Not something I expected to see today, but we can see Foxnyr, they have some crazy picks in their arsenal, and they are not afraid to show them as well. And of course also some really normal stuff, like Xayah Rakan on bot lane. That is something that is just working really well. And talking about working, Thrill of the Hunt will find so much here. Teleport getting used here, but I don't think you can really get anything done here with the teleport. And yeah, Cloud sadly has to disagree. The teleport was just a one-way travel into his own death. Next dragon is going to spawn in a minute, and I don't see a world where we can see Yoga Botlane take this dragon. It is just so dominant. And again, I love how 90% of this gold lead is not just coming from kills, it is coming from CS, it is coming from platings, it is coming from better macro and better personal player play. So yeah, Foxnyr just looking hella strong. I know it gets kind of boring if I just repeat this, but it is just the way it is right now. Of course, Yoga, the game is over once the Nexus falls, and until then you can try to make miracles happen. But at this point it is already super hard to find something. Featherstorm getting used in the mid lane, and so much return damage onto Cloud. Glacial Fissure used in a defensive manner to just stop Stifler from auto-attacking. There's some poke damage in a return though from Cloud. And this is something we can maybe expect to see. Nah. I thought maybe there is a chance, there is a world where this can work, but now it is no Cloud here, no chase, and maybe you can find some kills. Maybe this is what we want to do in this team fight, but it just looks really messy. It yet looks really, really good though for Foxnyr. Oh my god, would you look at that? Every single member has been taken into the gray screen, and no real resources even lost. Yeah, Inspire used Flash, Under Nexus used Flash, but Brook didn't even have Flash. Cerberus and our dear Xayah player Sifler, they didn't even have to use it. And on the other side, Flying Octopus used Flash, Cloud used Flash. Those are two really important flashes. They are on cooldown now, so it means there will be Baron Nashor in 2 minutes, and then the soul point, or excuse me, the soul itself already in 4 minutes. I don't see a world where Yoga Botlane can just somehow contest this Nash. It's just not possible. They kinda have to, right? Of course, don't take me wrong, just losing the game, giving up and losing with a 100% chance, that's not the play to go, right? You have to play some crazy catch here, but yeah, of course, it's not working out here. Inspire has so much damage, this AP Shyvana, it just looks disgusting. And again, guys, we cannot blame Yoga Botlane here. They have to do something. They have to do anything to give them an edge, but they are not finding it. That's just the simple reality of League of Legends. 50 more seconds until the Herald is up. Excuse me, the Baron Nashor, of course. And don't forget, there are shutdowns in this game. There are objective shutdowns, and there are also maybe some shutdowns to get right there. Featherstorm, really good. Stifler finding Lanita. This means another kill here for Foxnyr. It is 23 kills already. That's just a really, really good kill count. More than 1 kill per minute. That's just absolutely massive. Lockhart already commented on it. And yeah, even though Inspire is going kind of full AP, he's still super scary because he is in such a good position level-wise, just as all the other members of his team yeah, he just has so much HP. He's level 13 right now. Ay. Crazy gameplay here. Foxnyr, they're just playing it in a clean manner. They just want to win this. Solid, you know. It's the thing, it's just really good League of Legends. And Yoga Botlane, they are not getting like massively outplayed or anything. But they are getting outplayed again and again and again and again. In like those really small steps. Maybe you can finally find the return kill in Brook, but is the Crocodile able to just get a return kill to maybe even survive this? Who knows? Never mind, they can find him without suffering. Oh my god, Cloud, his 8th death, and it took too long the game. It will just be over from this one single catch. This is almost a 20k gold lead. And as we have heard, we have a tight schedule today. It's just absolutely fantastic here. And of course, guys, we want to rate the finest channel, and then in really soon, once they are done with their tight schedule, we will be back on this channel together with Crincy as my co-caster. But I don't really want to talk too long because we got some other games to watch. Of course, really GG's and well played to Foxnyr. We will see you on the other channel over there together with Maxi Thunder. Guys, I hope to see you later again. Have a great evening. Until then.